everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this absolutely stunning rainbow bow square by Lisa from CuteCrochetMakes for her Unicorn Dreams blanket crochet along. If this is your first visit to my channel, it would be absolutely amazing if you just took the time to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. As always, all the information for this square is available over on Lisa's website, CuteCrochetMakes. Now I've linked to that in the description box below. If you pop on over to Lisa's website, there you'll find all the information for this amazing bobble square in the shape of a bow. Look how pretty it is. The yarn information, the hook sizes, and a free downloadable written pattern are all available on her site. Whilst you're in the description box down there, there's a little arrow where you can expand it. You'll also see that there are timestamps for each individual row of this square. So that's ideal if you just need a little bit of guidance or help with a particular section of this pattern. You can jump straight to that part of the video and bypass anything that you don't necessarily need. So without further ado, let's jump straight on in to making this absolutely stunning square. I've actually surprised myself with how much I like this one because I didn't think I would, but it is turned out absolutely beautifully. So I may end up making more than one for my version of this blanket. Let's go. With your 4mm crochet hook and your white yarn, you're going to pop a slip knot on your hook and chain 24. Once you have your 24 starting chains, you're going to single crochet into the second chain from your hook. Now this loop on your hook does not count as anything, it's the chains from below. So skip that first one and pop a single crochet into that second chain from hook. Then you're going to place a single crochet into each of the remaining chains all the way down the line. Once you've finished your final single crochet, chain one, snip your yarn, leaving a generous tail to weave in afterwards. Pull that loop through and pull it tight. Turn your work. Pop your hook underneath that very first single crochet, or that last one that you just did, and bring in your next colour, which will be candy floss. So with candy floss, make a slip knot and pop that on your hook. And then bring that loop through that stitch so you're ready to begin row 2. Okay, row 2 is our first bobble stitch row. So you're going to chain 1 and pop a single crochet into that exact same stitch where you just joined your yarn. Then place a single crochet in the next 5 stitches. Now we're going to do a bobble stitch. I'll show you how the bobble stitch is formed for this square. So yarn over, go into that next single crochet, yarn over at the back, come back through, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 and stop. Now we're going to repeat that 5 more times. Yarn over, go into the same stitch, catch the yarn at the back, come back through, yarn over, pull through, stop. Again. And again. And again. And one more time. So you will have 7 loops on your hook and 6 half completed double crochets hanging from the bottom. Now to complete your bobble stitch, yarn over and pull through all 7 loops on your hook. Now in the next 9 stitches, you're going to place a single crochet. So push your bobble forward with your thumb and place a single crochet in the next 9 stitches. Then bobble stitch into the next stitch. So double crochet 6 together for your bobble stitch. Once you have 7 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 7. Then to end, place a single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Your bobbles will be poking through on the other side. Row 3, chain 1 and turn, and you're going to place a single crochet into every stitch all the way along the row, including your bobble stitch here. Now we're done with the candy floss, so fasten off, turn your work and attach the white in the same way you attach the pink to this stitch here. For row 4, chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, place a single crochet into that very first stitch. Then place a single crochet in the next 5 stitches. Bobble into the next stitch. Single crochet in the next 9 stitches. Bobble stitch in the next. And end with 6 single crochet. For row 5, chain 1, turn and place a single crochet in each of the 23 stitches along the row. Once you've finished row 5, fasten off your white, turn your work and bring in apricot. For row 6, chain 1 and place a single crochet into the first 7 stitches. Bobble stitch, then single crochet for 7 stitches. Bobble stitch in the next and end the row with 7 single crochet. Row 7, chain 1, turn, and single crochet in every stitch all the way to the end. At the end of this row, you're going to fasten off the apricot, turn your work, and bring in white. Row 8, chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and place a single crochet in the first 8 stitches. Bobble stitch in the next, and then place 5 single crochet after that, then bobble stitch. To end the row, place a single crochet in the next 8 stitches. For row 9, chain 1, turn, place a single crochet in every stitch all the way along to the end, fasten off the white, turn your work and bring in lemon, ready for row 10. For row 10, chain 1 and single crochet in the first 9 stitches. Bobble stitch in the next, then 3 single crochet, then bobble stitch. End the row with 9 single crochet. For row 11, chain 1, turn, and single crochet in every stitch all the way to the end. And then, as we've been doing, fasten off the yellow, turn your work and bring in white, ready for row 12. Okay, for row 12, we have 6 bobbles in this row. So chain 1 and single crochet in the first 5 stitches. Bobble stitch in the next, followed by a single crochet. Bobble stitch in the next, followed by 2 single crochet. Bobble stitch in the next, 1 single crochet. Bobble stitch in the next, followed by 2 single crochet. you should have 4 bobbles at this point. Bobble stitch in the next. One single crochet, bobble stitch, and then end with a single crochet in the 5 remaining stitches. For row 13, chain 1, turn your work, and single crochet into every stitch all the way along, fasten off the white, and turn your work and bring in spring green. For row 14, chain 1 and single crochet in the first 3 stitches. Bobble stitch in the next. Single crochet in 4 stitches. Bobble stitch, 2 single crochet, bobble stitch, 2 single crochet. You should have 3 bobbles at this point. Bobble stitch in the next, 4 single crochet, bobble stitch. So you have your final bobble stitch and end with 3 single crochet in the last 3 stitches. So in total, for row 14, you should have 5 bobble stitches. Row 15, chain 1, turn, single crochet in all 23 stitches across, fasten off the green, turn your work and bring back white. For row 16, we're going to do 4 bobble stitches in total. So chain 1 and single crochet in the first 2 stitches. Bobble stitch, 7 single crochet, bobble stitch. One single crochet, bobble stitch. Now 7 single crochet, bobble stitch, and end with 2 single crochet. So 7 single crochet, bobble stitch, 2 single crochet. For row 17, chain 1, turn, and single crochet into every stitch all the way along, so 23 single crochet. Fasten off your white, turn your work, and bring in your blue. Okay, so row 18 is a repeat of the last set of bobbles that we did on that white round. So chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and put 2 single crochets in the first 2 stitches. So single crochet in each. Sorry, I made that sound really weird. So start with 2 single crochet. Then bobble stitch, 7 single crochet, bobble stitch, 1 single crochet, bobble stitch, 7 single crochet, bobble stitch, end with 2. So bobble, 7, bobble, 1, bobble, 7, bobble, 2. Row 19, chain 1, turn, single crochet in every stitch along, so 23 single crochet, fasten off blue, turn your work, and bring in white. Row 20, chain 1, and place a single crochet in the first 3 stitches. Then bobble stitch, 5 single crochet, bobble stitch, 3 single crochet, bobble stitch, 5 single crochet. So bobble stitch, 5, bobble stitch, 3, bobble stitch, 5. So you'll be ending with a bobble stitch and you'll have 3 single crochet remaining. So pop a single crochet in each one of those 3 stitches. Your bow should be looking like this. For row 21, chain 1, turn, single crochet in every one of your 23 stitches along, fasten off the white, turn your work and bring in clematis. For row 22, chain 1, which as always does not count as a stitch, and place a single crochet in the first 5 stitches. Bobble stitch, one single crochet, bobble stitch. Seven single crochet. Bobble stitch, one single crochet, bobble stitch. End the row with 5 single crochet. For row 23, chain 1, turn and place a single crochet in every stitch all the way to the end, all 23, then fasten off clematis. Now before we move on to the border, take a moment to sort out this hellhole on this side and weave in all your ends. So I'm going to go ahead and weave in all my ends, and I shall meet you back here in just a moment where we can do the border for your rainbow bow square. All right, so that's that chaos dealt with. So you should be left with a nice, neat bow square. And with the right side facing you, which is the side with the bobbles, we're going to attach white to this very first single crochet here. So for the first round of the border, you're going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch. And in this very first stitch here, place 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet to form your first corner. Then you are going to crochet in every stitch all the way along the top, and in the very last stitch, 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. Then crochet evenly down the sides, and again down at the bottom, form a corner, 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet all the way along the bottom, and then this very last stitch over here, same again, 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, and then single crochet all the way up the sides. Once you reach the end of all the way around, you're going to join with a slip stitch to that first single crochet that you did. Cut your yarn, leave a decent end for weaving in later, and then we're going to attach candy floss into any of your chain 2 spaces, so to any corner. And we're going to repeat the same again. So in your chain 2 corner space, chain 1 to start, which does not count as a stitch, 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, then a single crochet in every single stitch below and in the chain 2 space over here, here and here, 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. To finish the round, slip stitch to that first single crochet, then slip stitch into the chain 2 space. Now you're going to repeat that exact same row again, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the corner chain 2 spaces, and single crochet in every stitch all the way around. So chain 1, which does not count as your stitch, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet into that chain 2 space, and single crochet into every stitch. To finish the round, we're going to slip stitch to that very first single crochet that you did, fasten off your yarn, and then give yourself a big old pat on the back because we are done. Now I've pulled the camera up a little bit so you can see how mine is looking sort of fresh off the hook, so to speak. Now this will, with a little bit of a tug, it will sort of relax down and calm itself into more of a square shape. But if it is really bothering you, this imperfect sort of square, be it tension, because often the bobbles will pull things in a bit, you are more than welcome to block your square. Now, when I say blocking, it's simply a case of pin out your square with some rust-proof pins into either a foam mat or your carpet or something, just something you can pin your square to. Spritz it lightly with a bit of water and leave it to air dry. There is nothing too involved with it at all. If you don't want to do the spritz with water technique, you can grab your iron if it has a steam setting, and you can puff steam over your square. Do not let your iron touch the yarn, it will melt the acrylic. So that's a really brief, so brief that if you blink you missed it about blocking. But as I say, I'm probably just going to tug mine into shape a little bit. The flat braid join, which is what will be joining all these squares, will hide a multitude of sins. So I'm lazy. If I don't have to block, then quite frankly, I won't. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to shout in the comment section below and I will do my best to get back to you promptly. I do try to read every single comment that is left for me. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to do that too. The bell notification is also a fab little thing to hit, so then you're aware of every time I upload a new video. So until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.